Yeah, so I've spent probably, I think, the last 14 years in investigative journalism. Before that, I was a chief investigator on the Hill for Tom Coburn, who is just a renowned investigator of waste and fraud. And there's a thing you learn to do when you're in investigating is that you always kind of have to start with a hypothesis. You have an idea in your head of what happened, and then from there you have to look at all the facts and you ask yourself, do all these facts align with this hypothesis I have? And you know what? Sometimes they add up perfectly, and you're like, okay, I nailed it. This is what happened. And then sometimes they don't. And it takes time and wisdom and discernment and experience to notice when the facts don't quite line up, to be able to tell yourself, okay, that original hypothesis I had, I don't think that's correct. So what is actually able to explain all these known facts? What's the thread that runs through all of them? And what's the story that aligns with all of them? And the one in this one is not Israel or Egypt or helicopters or planes or exploding microphones. It's that we have an utter epidemic of transgender terroristic violence in this country. This wasn't the first time it happened. We have scores of examples. We had a woman who decided she was a boy go and shoot up a bunch of third graders at a Christian school in Nashville. It happened in Minnesota. It happened in Wisconsin. It is not a big leap to be like, oh, this guy whose DNA is on everything, the guy whose text messages were everywhere, the guy whose he's accounted for all over the campus. His parents recognized him. They turned him in. They confessed it. They have all of it in black and white. He was angry over Charlie's belief that boys can't become girls and girls can't become boys. This isn't a particularly difficult case. This isn't something where we're having to go plumb the depths of the internet and look at this document and that document to figure out what go on. The dots basically connect themselves. It's not a revolutionary theory. This is yet one more example of left-wing transgender terroristic violence. It has to stop. We have to crack down on it. One thing that I've been frustrated by is that we have not seen Antifa be dragged from their homes, their bank accounts raided, their assets frozen and liquidated, because this is a terrorist movement. It is a demonic, violent, terroristic, ideological movement that has been very open about its aims. And we can't just sit by and wait for one more to happen and then put that person in jail. This is something we actually have to tackle head on. I had hoped it would have happened immediately after Charlie was assassinated, and it wasn't, but it's never too late to start.